Hey, welcome to the program. This is your Real Estate Chalk Talk. We're broadcasting live from the Rack Shack Barbecue studio here in the Twin Cities. RealEstateChalkTalk.com. That's the website you want to go to. That's the one that's under construction. That's the one that we're working on. Boy, that's going to be good next year. Ooh.
As soon as you get it whipped.
As soon as I get it whipped out. And, it is the holiday season. Junior's been working hard on RackShackBarbecueStore.com. We got all kinds of stuff to sell on there. What do you got on there, Keith Reno? Got
meat.
Meat?
Meat.
Got it.
Yep. And 9-pound hams. You got 20-pound turkeys. You got full briskets, full pork butts. Anything you need for your holiday feast at RackShackBBQStore.com.
I'm going there right now.
Pull it up, Kelvin.
I will.
612-627-8000 is the number to call. 612-627-8000. That's the number everybody likes to write down because it's where you get all of the information that you need. If you had any kind of questions at all, whether you're looking to move, getting your house ready for sale, having some troubles with your current situation, just call us. We'll be happy to help. No cost and absolutely no obligation. Today's show, what do we got on the show today? Mark Heinzman is going to be in the studio next hour, isn't it? Next hour, we're going to be with our VIP program at the Hittner Group. We're going to be talking about getting your credit score up and how important that is to you in different situations. Interesting conversation always. You'll be able to call in directly and talk to Mark. Dave Kosimba is here with Junk Happens. Dave's been here many times on the program. We love having him in. It's so doggone interesting.
It is.
It's just like going spitching. You ever go spitching, Keith Arena, when you're little? Go spitching through old houses and stuff like that? Looking for treasure.
Looking for treasure?
Oh, looking for treasure.
Never heard the word.
Mike Richards here from Adams Pest Control. Lots of stuff. The critters are moving in, so we got to find out how we can protect ourselves against that.
I need some tips.
And that's it. So that's first hour, second hour.
Do you want to know what I'm going to be covering?
I would like to know what you're going to be covering. What are you going to be covering?
I don't feel like you. I went around the board.
What are you going to be covering?
A lot of interesting things.
Good.
Thanks,
Keith, what do you got?
No. We're going to be touching on the economy, interest rates, employment numbers that just came out on Friday, and what we anticipate the Fed doing on the 14th of December. We're going to talk about how the higher rate environment affects your mortgage, so actually looking at payments to get an idea of, okay, is it a big deal that rates are now, the new normal's 4 1/8, 4 1/4 versus 3.625, right? So let's talk about that a little bit. And then there's some changes with Fannie and Freddie, their conforming loan limits, and FHA loan limits for 2017. So I thought it'd be fun to just touch on some of those things.
Keith Reno?
I'm going to chat with you a little bit about some new listings that will be coming on the market in the first month and first quarter of 2017. We are in December now, so happy holidays to you all. So we'll chat about the beginning of the next year and then expectations there for sellers and for buyers and what we expect to see in that always hot, air quote, spring market, which usually starts for us a little bit before spring. So we'll chat about that.
What about people wanting to get in by Christmas, Junior?
Can you get a loan done in 20 days?
Absolutely.
Liar.
No, absolutely. Things just slow down a little bit.
You did say earlier Jared can get a loan done in 30 minutes.
Can get it done in 30 minutes, but I'd like to talk to him, and I'll shoot it over to Jared.
I think it's becoming unrealistic, to be honest with you, don't you think? So, if I find a house for somebody this weekend, it's December 4th, 5th, 6th, and we have an inspection period. We have an inspection period that's 10 days long, typically to run through that whole process. Then we have an appraisal period that can take as much as 2 weeks, and then from there you guys need to get it through underwriting. So that's a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. If you wanted to, though, it'd be fun to do it, right?
Yeah. So, call me today if you want to make an offer on a property, and we can certainly
Let's just do it.
Get you done on the 28th.
You could do it, do the inspection. We order the appraisal the same day. We could
balls in the air, right?
We can get everything going
get it done
fast. So let's try and get somebody else in that's listening to the show by the end of the year.
So who should call? Who should they call? 612-627-8000 or visit realestatechalktalk.com. And we accept the challenge.
Let's be more specific. If you're looking to buy a lovely Rambler, all living on the main level, walkout Rambler, on over an acre lot that is also on a pond.
Oh,
gorgeous,
beautiful.
Then call 612-627-8000.
What town's that in?
That's in Rosemount, Minnesota.
Rosemount.
Mm-hmm. That's a town everyone's trying to get there now. Everyone's moving there.
That's the town everyone likes to go to.
That's the one everyone likes to go to. It's so popular.
Yeah.
It's
I
a nice
coach
little
basketball.
Building a new
so there you
school
go.
right down the street, so you know that's going to be, the streets are going to be slow traffic. Going to slow down the traffic because you got a new school coming in.
Because they got all that construction.
Yeah.
Still, because
Yeah.
of horrible construction.
Horrible construction. That'll be over with soon.
So, Senior, we had a quick, do you have anything else, or can I ask you
Go
a
ahead.
quick call? We had a call in from last week's show that I took, and asking about just the Trump transition, which was an interesting call, saying how will it affect the real estate market now that your boy got, they said now that your boy got elected. So, give a little thoughts on the Trump administration affecting the real estate market.
There's two things to look at with the new administration coming in. First of all, there's always the uncertainty of it all.
Right.
I think I don't think
Regardless
there's
of candidate, though.
regardless of candidate. I think the thing that has happened with Trump that is unique to others is that there's not that much uncertainty. He has been pretty straightforward about what he's going to do, and I think that's why the market has responded so well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because they like it, and he hasn't wavered a bit. These activities that he's done this week, with Carrier and the speech that he gave on Thursday night, as the Vikings were once again being humiliated in the U.S. Bank Stadium. The speech he gave was outstanding. I mean, it really was outstanding.
What was it? I didn't listen
It was
to
policy. He had some jabs that he was doing, and he was having a lot of fun with it and all that. But he laid out a direct plan of what he was going to do. It didn't very much, he clarified. Some people said he was going to soften on this, that, or the other thing. He restated what his vision for the country was, and in terms of trade, in terms of safety, in terms of military, and all that. And his appointments to date have reflected that. So
you said that he softened, because that's a question I would ask you, because it does seem like he's stepped back a little bit from
Not really.
wanting to pursue Hillary. If I get elected, we're going to pursue it now. Well, I don't want to hurt him.
Yeah.
So he's backing off his tough talk, and now he's
I think
rolling
he's just
into that.
refocusing his energies on things that are important to the American people in
Right.
terms of moving the country forward, and then he'll let the
Surrogates.
the prosecutors do what they are going to do. The FBI continue to do their job that they're doing right now on the Clinton Foundation, et cetera.
yeah,
What does he need to do with that?
yeah.
Well, it just backed off some of the rhetoric that he was stating. What about the wall, stuff like that?
Yep, he said
have
he's building a wall.
Okay.
Building a wall.
Might be a fence,
Said
though.
it again last
Might
night.
be a fence.
Nope,
Might be a fence.
didn't say a fence either. He said we're building a wall.
Semantics.
In some
It's
parts,
something to pick on, though. Semantics.
in some parts of the border where there's mountains and rivers and things like that. You're not going to build a wall on top of the Rio Grande, so it's not necessary. In some mountainous areas,
Is that protected down there, or what?
well, because how you
I'm
gonna-
just kidding.
and then in some areas where it just doesn't make sense,
sort of
he's a builder
monument.
that builds things that make sense. So, but in areas where it's flat, open,
And he'll get it done under budget and ahead of schedule.
and ahead of schedule.
Geez, 2 minutes left in the segment.
And so
All right,
then
Trump.
with that, now you look forward. What's coming up in the upcoming years? A stronger economy, which means higher interest rates, right?
Yep.
Because more demand for money pushes rates higher. More demand for housing because people have better jobs pushes housing prices higher. Although I think that now that we've gone through the bubble recovery thing, the larger housing price increases are behind us. I think we're normalizing now and getting into a more 3.5% increase in housing, 5 in some very popular areas, but pretty traditional. You're going to see
Seems
that.
like it'd be okay if we were just kind of steady, right? Just that
Yeah.
1, 2, 3% appreciation, if that. And just
Well,
full-
3% would be. You want to stay, on
Stay.
pace with inflation and cost of living and such. So, and then with the manufacturing jobs that will come back, as those jobs come back. Now they're not going to be the same manufacturing jobs, but we're going to start making stuff here again. Those are good paying jobs. With that, you're going to see more cars being sold. More demand for durables and housing stock as people, start formulating housing. Interesting when we come back I think we'll probably do it in the fourth segment. We have the 4 or 5 things, 4 trends that are going to shape the real estate in 2017. It kind of ties into this conversation.
Sounds good. We'll talk with Mike from Adams Pest Control when we return from break here. This is Real Estate Chalk Talk. Give us a call at 612-627-8000. That number again is 612-627-8000. 8000. And website one more time, realestatechalktalk.com. That's realestatechalktalk.com. There you can check your home value or search for properties. That's realestatechalktalk.com. And we're going to be right back.